Red Bull chief shares Lewis Hamilton retirement theory in boost to Max Verstappen. Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko has insisted that Lewis Hamilton's age will begin to show this season in spite of the Mercedes driver's imperious form towards the end of the previous campaign. Hamilton arguably reached the peak of his powers during the closing stages of last year's Drivers' Championship battle with Max Verstappen, which ultimately resulted in the Red Bull man clinching the honours for the very first time. Their battle for supremacy was forced down to the wire after Hamilton clawed himself back on level terms with his rival in the standings ahead of the season finale in Abu Dhabi. He secured one of the most impressive victories of his career in Brazil before winning in Qatar and Saudi Arabia to set up a mouth-watering decider at the Yas Marina circuit. Hamilton was ultimately left empty-handed, though, with Verstappen claiming his maiden title on the final lap after he was controversially allowed to close up to his Mercedes counterpart under the safety car late on. Although many have tipped Hamilton to return with a vengeance when the action gets back underway at next month's Bahrain Grand Prix, Marko is not convinced that the 37-year-old will be able to maintain his current performance levels for much longer. He worked a great second half of the season, Marko told Austrian newspaper OE24. I can't imagine that he can continue to drive at this high level for much longer. He has reached his peak level now, but at some point his age will come into play. Hamilton disappeared from the public eye for almost 2 months after his crushing defeat in Abu Dhabi, sparking rumors that he was considering a shock exit from F1 in the wake of his latest setback. However, he eventually returned to Mercedes ahead of the first 3-day test in Barcelona and will be looking to wrestle the Drivers' Championship title away from Verstappen over the coming months. He has already insisted that he feels better than ever ahead of the new season as he gears up for another tricky battle with his Red Bull adversary over the course of this year. I love what I do, I love being a part of a team, Hamilton told reporters in Barcelona earlier this week. I love working with, and I've said it so many times, everyone towards a common goal. And I feel at my best, so why do I need to leave? Meanwhile, it seems as though Hamilton and Verstappen will be joined by a new face in this year's battle for Drivers' Championship glory. George Russell will be hoping to upset the balance of power in his first season with Mercedes after making the switch from Williams ahead of the new campaign. Mercedes simulator driver Anthony Davidson recently suggested that a new rivalry could emerge between the two Mercedes drivers if Russell manages to hit the ground running. This is his big moment, isn't it? Davidson told Sky Sports F1 earlier this year. His chance to step into, hopefully for his sake, a car that can run right at the sharp end and with Lewis Hamilton as your yardstick, the best in the business to measure yourself against. There's nothing more that a driver like George wants than to go head-to-head with Lewis with the same equipment, and this is the time you can really see if you're good enough.